What up, everybody? Okay, so we have another deranged video of a white woman that calls a kid the N word and makes a ton of money off it, proving that cancel culture is indeed dead. And nobody cares about these BLM cancel mobs, these BLM cancel pigs, I should say. The cancel pig generation is dead, and this is, if you needed any more proof than this, I don't know what to tell you.
Share. I'm trying to find the woman who called the little boy the N-word, the 5-year-old little boy, artistic boy. She needs to be found and locked up. So please tap in.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
All right, so here's the video, and I gotta say, man, there's more to this story that keeps dropping in. You're not gonna believe it.
Did you call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a. Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
Ooh, you called her out, bro. You called her bluff. She didn't say it once, she said it twice. She hurt your feelings with that one, bro, didn't she? She hurt your feelings, dude.
All right, that's what you say.
All right, so it says the woman, Shiloh, admitted to hurling the N-word at a 5-year-old boy she allegedly caught rifling through her bag at the playground.
A story about a white woman shouting racial slurs at a 5-year-old autistic black boy in Rochester, Minnesota.
They don't know if he's autistic, but they got to throw something in there to make him more of a victim.
Is going viral on the internet. According to sources, the 5-year-old took a toy from the white woman's child, which caused her to
No, he was rifling through her bag. See how they already lie about it?
berate and chastise the 5-year-old by calling him the N-word. Another man would step in because his children often play with the 5-year-old. A video would capture the exchange between the two adults.
Yeah, and they should have done a background check on that guy that said his kid plays with that kid. What? So was this kid even there? Yeah, they should have done a background check before they tried to make this guy the victim.
The woman would continue her racist rant.
Call him a child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay.
Oh, you see how they edited it? You see how they edited it? They edited out him goading her and harassing her and calling her names too. Yeah, always the victim, right?
Say.
You don't go digging through people's shit, you dumb.
Somebody dig into your shit.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a.
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one? He's gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chasing him?
Oh,
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
dang, bro, dang.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know that's a hate speech, and you can be recorded for that.
I don't.
Shut up, bro. They're trying to charge her. They're trying to do everything they can to charge her with some kind of crime right now because the NAACP is reportedly, and of course, you know, BLM, they're all throwing a fit right now, pressuring the police department to arrest this woman. Yeah, if she gets arrested, free speech is dead, bro. Because I don't understand why black people can literally have shows on the news every night calling white men, white devils, cracker, evil, like the most racist stuff on network news. And they say this, and they all of a sudden their fifis are so hurt. Get over yourselves.
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that. What the internet has to say about you.
So, of course, you know, she started to GoFundMe because they doxed her. They tried to completely destroy this woman's life. So she started to give Send Go, just like Carmelo did. And there's so much outrage from the outrage mob that glorified a killer named Carmelo Anthony. They reward a killer, make him famous and rich, and a white man calls a kid that was stealing out of her stuff the N-word, and now white people are making her rich.
Just me, but it's been getting harder and harder to justify making content when headlines like Minnesota mom rakes in over $500,000 after
Boom.
calling boy with autism the N-word. It's like knowing this whole time you've been on this earth, everybody's been racist as fuck.
Shut
But
up,
now they're
dude.
just open, bold, and proud with it.
You know what's funny is that black people are always allowed to make, oh, if they do something, oh, it's a mistake. He just made a mistake. But they never give that same grace to white people. Like, maybe she wasn't even thinking. She was just, oh, hey, you little, and it just came out, you know? And I hope she doesn't apologize, dude, because you never apologize to the outraged mom. And they do what they do. They're always going to cry victimhood and racism. It's just what they're going to do. But so, anyways, let's get into the alleged filmer that was filming children at a park and women.
Man who recorded Shiloh, apparently he's a Somalian. In my opinion, probably shouldn't even be in the country in general, but that's neither here nor there. He's a guy who has been accused of R-wording a little girl, doing inappropriate things with like a underage girl, okay?
Pedo.
Now,
He's
the
a pedo.
charges that were against him were dropped. Everyone's calling him names, you know, the P word, all of that stuff. Everyone's calling him these names. But apparently, the charges that were against him were dropped. Now, this is not me defending him, because you'll hear what I have to think about this in just a minute. So I'm not here defending him. But we gotta keep, we gotta keep it totally honest here.
Yeah.
It looks like the charges that were against him were dropped. Now, someone who's been accused of this, do they have any business at the playground around kids? No. Do I want to take my kid to a playground where there's a Somalian dude hanging around that's been accused of R-wording underage girls?
Straight up.
Do I want to take my kids to a park
Hell
with those
no.
people? Hell no. And those people have no business being near a park.
Yeah.
So
Like,
understand, I'm not defending him.
Why is he even allowed to go to the park? That's because, oh, dude, you know why? You know why? Because these woke judges just let these guys off. Every time, bro. Every time. Like, you should be on a sex offender registry list, even if you get the charges dropped. The fact that they even got brought and they had evidence against you.
But I do want to make the record clear that apparently these charges were dropped. And this guy actually spoke out. I think he has now deleted his TikTok, but he did speak out about the charges against him. So I want to roll this clip.
Flash news to everybody.
Okay, I apologize for this guy's extremely low IQ trying to explain himself. I mean, this is going to be difficult to get through.
Investigations are happening on a serious crime which I was being accused of was in the past. That I've insulted somebody, assaulted, I should say, in the English terminology, which has been proven that I have never done anything wrong, and the case was dismissed. Why am I guilty of something in a court of law dismissed? Tell me, why am I?
Because we know how the justice system works. When a woke judge and a woke DA get involved, and you're an immigrant, you should just, for the fact that you even have charges that you were, why were you even with a 16-year-old? Like, you should be deported immediately.
I'm getting death threats.
And what are you doing filming women and children at a park?
Why?
That's why.
This is America.
Now, if this was back in the day, and someone said, look, I was found not guilty, I was found to be innocent, or the charges that were against me were dropped, or something along those lines, if this was back in the day, that maybe would have meant something back then. But in the year 2025, especially when dealing with people like that guy, it means absolutely nothing. It means jack shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really respect the court of law, the legal system,
Exactly.
the justice system,
Exactly.
whatever you want to call it, it's a complete joke these
Yep.
days.
Yep.
And
See?
people who do horrible things to kids, they're often released right back on the streets.
Yep.
Often their charges are dropped, at least when they look like this guy.
Yep.
When you got
Facts.
these people coming in from these third world countries, when you're shipping people in from Somalia, often their crimes are ignored.
Yep.
Often the crimes they commit are against people within their own community, and their own community won't really turn in their own or hold their own accountable.
Yep, they
so
won't-
unfortunately,
they won't,
we
yeah.
see young girls.
They won't go on the witness stand, and they'll have the community come up, because this is what they do. They get into these text groups with people from their community, and they'll start texting the underage girls, and then once they get caught doing something, because they all protect their own communities, they'll threaten the girl, basically, you better stop trying to get this guy in trouble. Because, dude, I mean, let's be real here, dude. This guy probably did everything that he was accused of. I mean, look at this dude.
These communities be victimized all the time, and the communities will actually protect and support the criminals.
Boom.
They will support the predators. That's what happens in these kind of communities.
Okay, so everybody knows this. All right, so now I want to make this very clear why she is raising more money. She's gonna hit $1 million probably by, who knows, Monday. And this is why. It's not because white people are racist. It's because we're tired of one community being held to one standard while another is completely just having no standards. And people are just fed up, dude. Like, honestly, you know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say she said what everybody's really thinking. And I'm not here to argue whether or not that's true. All I'm saying is there is definitely a black fatigue going on at level 9,000 right now. And we just make excuses for one community all day, every day. And people are sick of it. And we're tired of this double standard in our justice system where if you're a certain color, you can just get away and do whatever you want because of the bigotry of low expectations. Because that's what it is. They'll literally say, "Oh, they just are they're too dumb. They're too dumb to know how to do the right thing. Or if they were just Christian, then they wouldn't do it." It's like, no, dude, no. Like, that's not what it is. And there's something rotten in this culture. And until it gets fixed, this isn't going to stop happening. And the other thing that I want to say is that the reason she's making more money than the victim that was murdered by one of these savages is because there's a wimp tard epidemic going on. And Austin Metcalf's dad is the reason why. This guy groveled on his knees to this community and basically wanted to kiss their feet, and he forgave the kid right the day it happened. He went on the news and saying he forgave him and this and that. It's like, dude, have some balls, bro. Like, your son was just murdered. You're not even. And the mom was furious, dude, and rightfully so. And it's like, this is why, bro, because she actually had balls and stood up for herself. And people respect that. They don't respect the dude that's groveling to a murderer that murdered his son. So, that's enough ranting. But she's already raised over $500,000, and I mean, it's just people are just fed up, dude. The highest donation she had was $10,000. Somebody donated $10,000, and she's got a bunch for $2,000. So it's like, I don't know, man. You let me know what you think. This story's crazy, but everybody sees what's going on here. I mean, I've never even seen this guy's channel. I was just trying to find the story about the guy being a pedo, and we're literally thinking the same thing. So, all right, let me know what you guys think. Peace.